Everybody I know collects interesting things. Do you collect anything? Some people collect shells or rocks or beanie babies, I think they're called. Well, I collect something too, and I brought them with me. These are all different kinds of whistles. They're from all over the world, and I'm going to play them for you and tell you where they came from. This first one comes from a place called Indonesia, and it's made out of bamboo. This one comes from India, and it's made out of the horn of a cow. This one is a piece of wood from Africa, a place called Tanzania. It's a special kind of whistle. It's good for clapping. You ready to clap? Good job. This whistle comes from a place called Umatilla. Does anybody know where that is? Well, it's a place in Oregon along the Columbia River. And when Lewis and Clark came along the river, they met the Umatilla people. And the Umatillas had whistles that they made out of bird bones. This is a bird bone, a turkey bone. This next whistle is from Alaska, and it's made out of a piece of a walrus's tusk. And the Eskimos make these so when they go fishing, they don't get lost in the fog. This next whistle comes from a very strange place called 7-Eleven. It's called the Oscar Mayer Weenie whistle. You know where there's a 7-Eleven? Oh, okay. Well, this one's called a foghorn, and it comes from Seattle because it gets kind of foggy over there. And this is a wind whistle. It comes from way up in the north. It gets kind of windy up there. This next one comes from a place called Germany. It's a stick whistle. It's made out of a stick. That's right. Thank you. The next whistle comes from a place called Great Britain. It's a trolley whistle. This one is a fireman's whistle, also from Great Britain. It's called a siren. You hear a siren? Wonder where the fire truck is. I think you hear it now. Here's another one from Great Britain. They had a great invention. They invented a teacher's whistle. All right, line up. Recess is over. Maybe you can tell me what kind of whistle this one is. It's a train whistle, that's right. Now, I can change the train whistle and make it sound like a calliope from the circus merry-go-round. This next one's called the engineer's whistle. It's also known as a double whistle. It's got a shrieky one on this side and a really shrieky one on this side. Here comes the shrieky one. And here comes the really shrieky one. This next one is a sailor's whistle called a bosun's pipe. And this one is a soldier's whistle from the days of George Washington. This one made out of a piece of wood. Okay, now we're getting to some musical whistles. The first one I'm going to show you was the littlest, teeniest, tiniest harmonica in the entire world. The next one is a strange whistle from Africa called the nose whistle. Do you know why they call it a nose whistle? Because you play it with your nose. This one's called a kazoo. Do you know what happens when you blow in a kazoo? Nothing. You have to talk to your kazoo. Here's what you say. Doot, 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 doot. You can play lots of songs on a kazoo. This next one is called an ocarina. It's made out of wood, and it comes from Central America. When they make them in Asia, they call them ocarinas. But they're made all over the world, mostly out of clay. This next one's called a panpipe. Peter Pan likes these. And this one is a wooden whistle from Africa. And one of my most favorite whistles is the slide whistle. It's good for clapping. You ready to do some more clapping? All right, now we're getting to the animal whistles. People have animal whistles to get animals to do things. This one is a dog's whistle. Only dogs can hear it, but some people can too. And when they do, they bark. Good sense of humor. This is a parrot whistle from Brazil. This is a cricket whistle, also from Brazil. People use these to get crickets out from underneath their refrigerators. This next one is an alligator whistle made out of a real alligator's tooth. People use these to get alligators out from underneath their couch. Do you have alligators under your couch? Have you looked lately? What do alligators eat under couches? Dust bunnies. Here comes the alligator. There are lots and lots of different kinds of bird whistles. This one sounds like a crow. This one sounds like an eagle way up high. This one sounds like a cuckoo. Now, there's a little bird that lives around here called the quail. They have a little feather that sticks out on top of their head. And you need a quail whistle to make friends with them. You hide in the bushes, and this is what you do. This is a laughing duck whistle. Are you ready to laugh? Okay, don't laugh until I blow it, okay? You ready? Are you ready? Over in Switzerland, they make a whistle out of a stick that looks like a bird. And it has a special feather. When you press the feather down, the bird's mouth opens and shuts. And the last whistle on my necklace is a very important whistle called the Scout whistle. Boy Scouts have these. Girl Scouts have these. And whenever they go to the forest, they always take a whistle. Do you know why? In case they get lost. If you're lost in the forest and you blow a whistle, people can hear that from far away. So whenever you go to the forest, take a whistle, okay? Okay? So there they are.